Taurus Tarot. If you are new, welcome to our Love Nest. If you're returning, welcome back. Happy Friday. If this is your first time watching the Taurus show, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently today. Instead of doing all the sections individually, we're going to break it up into 3 piles so you can choose between pile 1, 2, or 3. The candles, I'll show them to you in a second. This is just to kind of give like an overall energy based off of just because we have a very large Taurian collective, okay? So let me pull up the chat so I can interact with you guys. One second. Despacito. What's up, Inya? What's up, Reflecting Light? Hi, Natalie. Hi, Elisa. Hi, Latoria. Hi, Self Care Shay, Empath. Shout out to all y'all. And just let me know if y'all can hear the microphone okay. Like y'all not having no flashback or anything. Australia. Shout out to Australia. Hi, Tom. Hi, Diana. Hi, Mrs. Hart. Thank you. Well, welcome, Maxwell. Yes, you have caught me live. Every Friday. I try to go live every Friday. So this would be like episode what? Episode 40? So once a week. Hi, Catania. Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. I got mosquito bites. I don't know what the mosquitoes are like or where y'all at, but mosquitoes, they out right now. And it's too hot outside for mosquitoes to be outside. It ain't even raining. Maybe it's about to rain. You know when it gets really hot, usually that's like a storm coming. So let me see, this weekend, what am I doing? I don't know. I think I'm going to organize. I want to reorganize my house. You know how you get tired of seeing like the furniture in the same direction? I kind of want to I want to remodel my space. I get bored looking at the same like design for long. He needs water. No, he's all right. You need to put the thing on, the cap. Your bonnet for bed. I tell my daughter put her bonnet on. Love your shirt. Thank you. This is my favorite. I love the Goofy movie. That and Sailor Moon. Mosquitoes are out in Atlanta. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I got bit really good. So after I do the live stream, after we do the pick a piles, I'm only doing 3 piles tonight. So we're going to have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Once we're done with all piles, then I'm going to take tarot questions from the live stream. So if you're here at the end and you want to participate, I'll tell you to drop your questions and then I'll just randomly select people. It won't be in any specific order. So yeah, so let's just have some fun. So pile one, that's going to be for pile one is the red candle. Pile two is the yellow candle. Yes, yellow. And pile three is the purple candle. So go ahead and drop whatever pile you want. Set that intention. I've already like got the piles before camera, so it's gonna be cool to see, kind of like if it resonates with everybody. You know, I like pick a piles. So we got some pile two. We got pile three with the purple. Okay. Yellow. What's up, Fab Renee? We got pile two. We got a lot of pile two, a lot of pile three. Okay, Blackberry with the red. Okay, she came with the red. She said, I'm going with the red. Alyssa's going with the red. Now you can resonate with all piles. You can resonate with one, but I like to say try to pick one. So we're gonna see what's manifesting in love, career, what's going on with your person, predictions, ancestor messages. We just gonna really channel it. Tom said purple. We got a lot of purple. We got Glitch. What's up, Glitch? What's up, my love? Victoria with the red. Okay. Let me get some red hearts. So let's start pile 1. A lot of people want purple. Look at all my psychics. 7 is your lucky number. 2 and 7. She said pile 3 finna be lit. Kenyatta, what's up? You make my heart smile. Oh, thank you. Happy Friday. All right, so for everyone that chose pile 1 is the red candle. All right. So let me just, tap into that energy. We're going to place all the other piles to the side. All right, so we're going to give pile 1 the floor. All right, pile 1, this is for you. I don't know why I get the feeling that nobody wanted pile 1 like that. But you know what they say, usually, sometimes, the less people that want something, be having some good shit in there. So, let's see. All right, pile 1, we got the Magician in reverse. I can't show you these sex cards because I get flagged. Okay. All right, so pile 1 off rip, I can tell you right now that someone from your past is coming back, or there's some unfinished business between you and someone in your past romantically. Okay. We got the Hermit in reverse. So someone is coming to come see you. This feels like a physical connection, a physical meetup, a physical location. I heard drop your coordinates. Got the 8 of Cups in reverse, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Hermit in reverse. This is someone that was either playing hard to get, or they were just silent. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. They don't want to be silent no more, though. All right, we got the 6 of Wands in reverse. Wisdom in play. So our intuition knows more than we do. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We got the Lovers. So whatever you've been doing, pile 1, to kind of manifest your dreams and ambitions, this is that type of energy where I feel like you've been meeting a lot of resistance, but you're resilient nonetheless. You got the Star here. Your current energy is hopeful. You're hopeful. You may not be seeing the results that you want to see right now, but your love life is about to pick up. Some of y'all got like, you're going to get a lot of recognition in your career, your work life. But right now, this is not really about fame or like status. I feel like what you're perfecting right now has something to do with you focusing more on a love relationship. I don't know. I get this energy where if you've been experiencing like stagnancy in your career, it's because you and somebody else is supposed to like partner up. I'm getting power couple type of vibes. Like y'all are supposed to partner up, and together that's when y'all go to the top, or something about you going to the top. Yeah, because as long as you and your person are not together, it's difficult for you to really put your all into something. There's something about your emotional, your romantic life affecting your career, which means you got to be someone that's single. You got a lot going for yourself already. So you have independence, okay? King of Pentacles energies, you're very stable. You got a lot of shit going for yourself. You don't really need anything, but you're trying to take it to the next level. You're trying to take it to the moon, take it to the stars. You never thought you would make it this far. That's the song. I want to take it to the moon, take it to the stars. We'll take it this far. I think that's Beyonce and Jay-Z. Yeah, power couple energy. Celebrate yourself. You've come a long way. Take a moment to celebrate yourself. So I feel like you have a lot of going for yourself already. You're pretty successful. You have a lot of things that you have acquired on your own. But now it's time for you to focus on a relationship. Now it's time for you to start enjoying the fruits of your labor. That's the energy that I'm picking up for you. And they want you to get excited about this. Like, this is for my workaholics. This pile is definitely for my disciplined, dedicated, strong Capricorn, Taurian energy, where you're very practical. You're very reliable. And now you're like about to retire. I am picking up retire energy. Yeah, happiness. Like, this is like no more struggle. Like, you really getting to enjoy everything that you built up, you built for yourself. And I feel like this is for the pile as well, where you may have put relationships and love to the back burner to really focus on your career and focus on your success. So it's like you already have to have some type of name for yourself or notoriety. Look at that, soul of royalty. Strong power couple energy. Like, you don't even have to do shit no more. Because something's on autopilot. And if it's not on autopilot, that's what's manifesting. So they want you to take a moment and enjoy yourself. This is the Lovers. It says, I sabotaged this connection and I regret it. And that's in reverse. So like I said, someone that sabotaged a connection romantically, y'all are being brought back together for whatever reason. You have dark male in reverse. So dealings or relationship with someone that's either darker complexion. I also heard you're a masculine Taurian energy, because I'm picking up strong masculine energy here. Boss, CEO type vibes. If you're not a boss or CEO, manager, someone that has some type of supervisor, manager, team lead, or people just look up to you as somebody that knows a lot, or you have a lot of wisdom. Let's get some more cards, because I'm picking up a strong 2 people are showing up in this reading. Like, because someone could have picked somebody else and that relationship wasn't what they wanted. We have the Elder. 42. Wish fulfillment. I'm telling you, there's something that you wished, you said you wanted. You focused on your dreams, your ambitions, and you put love aside. And now what's manifesting for you is the best of both worlds. Like, you don't even got to work so hard anymore. We have dark eyes, rest, I'm telling you, and change. All of this is spiritual energy. This is a vacation. Some of y'all about to take a vacation. You're going to get some news, or someone's going to invite you to some type of vacation. If you've been like wanting to travel by water, okay, because we have water here, it's giving me like coral reefs, so definitely like beach energy. I see you wanting to like go on some type of trip to the water, wherever it makes you happy, or someone lives by the water. They may live by the bayou. I'm hearing the bayou as well. Dreams of abundance. And it says, as you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. And this came up in reverse. So what Spirit is saying is that you don't really have to do anything. Everything is going exactly as planned, Power One. You don't need to switch nothing up. You don't need to change who you are. I'm also hearing King's affirmation. So you may resonate with, is it Aniko? You've triggered me. Time apart. We have saving humanity in reverse. Step by step. Official person in reverse. Somebody that was non-committal. And y'all went y'all separate ways for whatever reason. Y'all being brought back together. And step by step is you're going to be spiritually guided what steps to take next. We got suffering, past, summer, growth. So I feel like if you were expecting something to happen around summertime, for you, Power One, I'm picking up the manifestation occurring around like September, October, November, closer to the winter season. All right, I'm telling you, someone is coming to really show you like they've always wanted to be with you. They know your worth. Three of Pentacles, they want to collaborate. They want to build with you. This is you and having like a spouse or partner. I also feel like someone may have felt like they couldn't compete. Someone had to heal something here. I don't know if you had someone like an ex or someone else that was still lingering in your energy, but they were very insecure, or they felt like they couldn't compete with your past. But the time apart that you guys have spent going y'all separate ways, this person's entire perspective has changed about you and about this entire dynamic. I'm also seeing that this person feels like they almost are so close to you, they could touch you. Like they could touch you, taste you, smell you. That's what I'm picking up here. You made this person way more spiritually inclined. Y'all could have a strong telepathic connection with this water here. I feel like whatever connection that you have through water with this person, they could be a water sign. You could be a water sign. You are deeply connected to the waters and the water spirits that dwell within it. Water magic suits you to conjure up love spells, emotional healing, or any other matters of the heart. I'm telling you. And I feel like Spirit told you to, like, this Spirit's advice to you was like, work your magic. And I feel like if you're the type of person where like maybe you swim a lot, or you transmute emotions through water, drink a lot of fucking water, I don't know. I'm also picking up pick me energy, thirsty energy. You may have dealt with that, or your person dealt with that, because there's just a lot of fame and public eye energy here. And one of y'all or both of y'all just didn't know. This is like a connection where two people had way more, like a very strong impact on each other. And it almost was like so close, so in sync that y'all may finish each other's sentences. So in sync is damn near telepathic or borderline. I'm also picking up a birthday party. There could be like a reason to come together here. Someone's working on something. Yeah, you triggered this person. This person at once, I don't know, this is going to sound really weird, but I don't know if someone had a type, right? Like, let's say, for example, with this dark male here, I don't know, someone could be like of a different race or something like that, and may have felt like, oh, that person may not ever like me because I'm a different complexion, or I'm a different race or culture. So that could have been an insecurity for somebody here. And they may have said, like, talk themselves out of it. We also have serious energy. What made this person appreciate you, Pile One, or you appreciate someone else? With saving humanity in reverse, this is holding someone else accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my worth. I know what I deserve. I'm not going to try to heal everybody and save everybody. I'm going to let them figure it out on their own. When you did that, it kind of activated this person to mature. And they've been following you like every step of the way along the journey. You energize, y'all energize each other. This is a type of connection where y'all don't deplete each other. Y'all energize each other. Okay. Why do I get the feeling where this is someone, if y'all had sex before, the reason why they kept avoiding having sex with you or whatever, it wasn't that they weren't attracted to you. You just made this person feel vulnerable. Like, some of y'all really got like that healing type of sexual energy intimately. There's all this water energy. This is giving me fluids, okay? Juices, yeah, wet, stuff like that. Water. See all this water here? 8 of Cups. Someone also didn't trust themselves being too close to you. This could have also been like a strictly business type of relationship, like a work relationship, but we never took it any further. I also get this insane chemistry where if y'all worked in the same proximity or you guys had to go to the same location like school or work, however y'all had to see each other, this person thinks about that often. You made working or showing up for work every day way more vibrant, okay? I also feel like this person would fantasize at work a lot. Maybe you got tired of that, Taurus. There's this energy of like Pile One being tired of constantly wanting to show this person that you desire them, but then them not wanting to act on it or put any effort, but only wanting to keep like the relationship secret and kind of mysterious. It's extremely mysterious energy, or it was. Now, like I said, the only reason why this person didn't rush to, every time they dealt with you in an intimate way, you made this person feel naked. So they were like, they need to chill on that because you were like a distraction from work. But they're getting over that. Yep, that's what's manifesting. They're getting over what they failed to, the opportunities that they failed to seize with you. And they're coming in. They're coming in to tell the truth, like, I love you. So you could definitely expect some type of attention here. Someone's going to be super excited. All right. You or them, Power One. What's manifesting is like super excited with this star energy. Someone feels like happy. Like there's something that either they see online, all right, with this star energy. If you're in the public eye or they're in the public eye, they're going to get some type of news or message that really kind of like sparks their whole, gets their engine going. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, I felt like at one point this was someone that was like plucking rose petals. Like, they love me not. They love me. Yeah. And they're going to be like, oh my God, Pal One. I love Pal One. Or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. So I don't know what you do, but there's something that that gets this person. They're like, I'm gonna take time from work. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna take this trip. This looks like an airport or something like that. They're like sitting in a waiting room, stalling, waiting. And this person is like, I'm going to go get my person. I heard Jerry Maguire. You had me at hello. That's what this is, Power One. I'm telling you, y'all are being guided towards each other. And y'all finna be extremely successful, like a power couple energy. Okay? I'm telling you. This person was like, what the fuck was I tripping for? I'm the shit, you know? They believe it now. Because the magician energy is here is pretty much saying like, whatever you did to get this person's attention or whatever they do to get your attention, it works. It works. And it gets the ball moving, okay? It just gets the ball moving. And someone's like, I'm about to put in PTO. I'm taking time off work. Like, Power One, you're extraordinary. You have a regal presence. You step into your own personal power. You're living your purpose as a leader. I mean, and the rest is history. And you would be surprised, but your intuition, all right, this is your ancestor message. You probably don't know that, but your body knows what to do. And that's what Spirit wants you to trust. Spirit wants you to trust that you're going to know the right words to say. You're going to know the right things to do. When you get this call, because some of y'all, it's going to be a phone call or a message, okay? Y'all are creating a way out of no way. That's what I see. And I mean, some of y'all going to be having like cooking. And I'm seeing winter. You know when you like put some hot tea or hot chocolate, it feels like winter season. This is definitely like cabin fever. Okay? Cabin fever. Ain't no windows. I don't see no windows over here. But this whole push and pull, you know, sitting in the background just watching shit pass someone by, they're like, oh, hell no. We can get it. This is like a location. This is on site. You're going to get it on site too. And ain't nobody going to know. It feels like you and this person, ain't nobody else going to know about it. On the low. On the low. Anyway, POW 2. POW 2 is the yellow. So if you drop POW 2, go ahead and drop some yellow hearts if you got it. I heard it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. So let's see the cards. Let's see the cards. I don't know. I'm really nervous, POW 2. I could pick up a nervous energy off of your cards. Yellow, which is your solar plexus. Yeah. It's interesting. I'm getting some belching. Oh, we got a lot of POW. We got a lot of POW too. Something may be coming up or coming out. Baby, you know that you got the What's up, you sir? Let's see. Now my mouth is getting watery. This is weird. I don't know whether... Yeah. I don't know. My mouth is getting watery. Okay, so y'all may be super sensitive, POW 2. Okay, we got Death in reverse. I can't show you the sex cards, so I'll tell you what I see. 3 of Swords in reverse. That's a positive. Okay. What is this? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know what this is. Hold on. Oh, the King of Swords in reverse. Who is this? Who is this dominant figure? Who is this person over here like, move, bitch, get out the way. Oh, Lord. There's more than one person here. Okay. There's more than one person here. There's somebody that is a mistress, side piece, ninja, call it what you want. Okay. This is a super duper, the King of Swords, they're super cold. That's an asshole. I'm picking up someone that is an asshole. They like to talk real dirty during sex. This is someone that's very demeaning, I heard. But on a positive note, this is someone that likes to have their cake and eat it too. I'm picking up strong Aquarius energy. Someone is dogging someone else out and pushing someone to the side for another person. So either they're pushing someone to the side for you, but this is their sexual energy towards you. What's manifesting sexually with somebody is they're dismissing someone out of their presence, like really rude, like an asshole, okay? And they're coming into, this person is throwing away the house, the kids, the cars, the money, the clothes. They're throwing away their whole name, their whole title to come to you. Power to. Now there's this spectator energy that's always lurking in the background. So there's someone that's obsessed with you, power to, but it feels karmic. So there's a karmic energy that's obsessed with you, and it started off being like obsessed over this King of Swords energy, but now they have become like obsessed with why this King of Swords energy it is pushing them to the side for you, power to. So you have a stalker that is hell bent on proving that you are a homewrecker. You got enemies, got a lot of enemies on my way up. And they watching you climb to success. They're watching you just get everything that you want. People lusting over you. You got people lusting over you. You got people desiring you. You got people, wanting to give you whatever you want. Smorgasbord type energy. Overindulgence type of energy. And there is a very, very bitter person in the background, okay? And they refuse to take a breakup. Death in reverse. We're going to get into your spiritual advice, but I'm telling you, look at that. Your ancestor message is temperance. Take your time with this energy, because there is someone that's stalking. There's an energy that refuses to accept no or a breakup. They refuse, okay? I heard over my dead body. Work, career, crossroads, upskill. Okay. So your ancestors are going to tell you like to wait on, you're being protected right now. There's something that you may want to do, and you may want to give back. Let's say you want to be like, you want to teach something. You know what I'm saying? If you want to teach something or you want to start something, I don't know, this could be anything. You have a skill, something that you're good at, and you're considering like setting up shop or offering some type of skill to give back to someone else. This could be humanity, okay? You're gonna do it, but spirit is kind of like making you wait, because there's someone that wants to attack you. And I feel like this is an energy that will literally like pay for your subscriptions, or they will pay for your private groups, or they will pay for your services or your skills just to attack you spiritually. So rather than spirit letting that energy just come in and do whatever it wants to do, It's like Spirit is saying, hold up, wait a minute. It's a 22. There's an op. There's an op. It's just what it is. Okay? The 7 of Cups in reverse. And you know exactly who this person is. Okay? First of all, let me tell you something. I don't know what the fuck you done did, pal, too. But whatever little illusion, whatever little illusion, like, pleading the fifth, there's something that you do, either you did or you about to do. And your person was trying to keep somebody confused. Your person was trying to keep somebody off your tracks, trying to keep somebody confused, trying to keep someone from putting 2 and 2 together. I don't know what the fuck you done did, pal, too. But they like, ding, 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 ding. A light has went fucking off. I don't know what it is, but a light has went off. And your person is like, fuck, my cover is blown. Somebody was using a cover. They were playing elusive, playing crazy. I don't know what you're fucking talking about. I don't fucking talk to that person. I don't like Taurus. I don't like Power 2. I don't know if you post some shit or what. But it's like, who let the dogs out? Who? Everybody, they coming in like flies to shit. Okay, I'm telling you. And they on your ass, Power 2. Whew. You know what's interesting? Didn't somebody post some sunflowers? Okay. You see these sunflowers? You see Power 2? Your sunflowers? You done gave away your skill, your secret juice. You done did something. What did you do? What did you do? I don't know. You took something and you repurposed that shit. I don't know what you did. You got judgment in reverse. This is playing crazy. I'm gonna pretend like I don't know. I'm gonna play crazy with somebody, but playing crazy, playing aloof. Somebody ain't buying that shit. Somebody is not buying that shit. They don't care what you said. That's why I feel nervous, because I feel like some shit is coming. Spirituality, I'm telling you, you could be a diviner. You could be a tarot reader. You could be someone that's just into spirituality. You could have got a reading and there's just something that was brought to the forefront. Some shit about to pop off. You got spirituality. You are being guided to discover your own unique spiritual path at this time. You may be called to become a spiritual advisor, healer, or anything in the occult. Your finances could use some spell work. Ask your angels and guides for assistance. Yeah, I feel like someone is spiritually attacking your finances. They're spiritually attacking some type of skill that you have. And I feel like you may benefit from, like, instead of you offering something, like waiting till the storm pass by. I saw a meme. I saw a TikTok earlier today. No. It was an Instagram. And so, like, this dude was walking out the house, right? And then it was like Jesus, and then it was like the devil. Or this, like, person that was trying to hit the guy over the head. I don't know if y'all saw that. But that's kind of like what I'm getting here. So you may be in a hurry, or you may be like, can I go now? Or, can I get there now? And Spirit's like, wait a minute. And so, like, you tapping your feet, you anxious, you like, okay, I'm not going to move because Spirit said don't move yet. But part of you want to do something. And I feel like you would really benefit from right now what's manifesting is you refining your skills for yourself, but not really giving it to no one else. Because there's something lurking. There's some snakes out here wanting you to doubt yourself. Trying to distort your perception. And the 7 of Cups is spell work, but it's not coming from your person. That's what you need to know. It's coming from all them other placements This feels like coasters. You know, coasters, what you put underneath a dripping cup so it don't get everywhere and get messy. That's what it is, coasters. The shit that keep water from spilling everywhere. They were holding something together. And whoever this King of Swords energy is, they literally like, you can't see it, but he got his foot in her chest. Like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck over. Which is kind of fucked up, but somebody like, oh yeah? You think you're just gonna get rid of me like that? They stalking you now. They stalking you. You have shop smart. And it says, spend money on experiences, not just things. Make memories. Now, with this in reverse, I feel like this is like going into hermit. You going into witness protection program or something? Because it feels like, damn. Everything that you do, whether you post where you're going, it feels like you're going to go inward. This is what it feels like. You're about to go. I'm telling you, you can't manipulate a manipulator. You got manipulator. You can transform into someone that you are not to fit your agenda, making you extremely crafty in achieving your dreams and goals. Be sure to use your gifts wisely. See, what I feel like here is, yes, you have this ability to be able to, you know, you can turn water into wine. You know, you can turn sugar into sugar scrubs. You can turn, I don't know what they do for guys. What they do for guys. I don't know. You can turn wire into wired crystals. Okay, maybe y'all guys do that type of stuff. I don't know. But it says spiritual. You can make someone knock on your door. You can manifest people, bitch, okay? Y'all can do some shit. Who is it? Somebody at the door. Hold on a second. I'm nervous. Who's at my door? Hold on a second. Hold on. Damn. I gotta take off the microphone. All types of shit. Hold on. Damn it. Man, this is difficult. They just don't stop. Okay, I'll be back. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. Sister. Huh? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just live, you know. You wanna come say hi? Oh shit, I'm sorry if it's like super loud on y'all ear. This is my sister. My sister. Y'all. So she's here to relieve me.
My mama said, it was the Nicki.
What she said?
She said, you got the Nicki Minaj.
Oh, Nicki Minaj.
She's so silly. She's talking about my backside.
Oh yeah. You got a booty now.
Ain't that deep?
It looks good. Thank you. It look good. I like it. They say hi, sister. So what I was saying, yeah, so you're able to manipulate energies, right? And create something out of nothing. And that's why you are a threat. That's why you are intimidating people. You may be in the spiritual community and people, even in the same craft or the same business as you, may be intimidated by your ability to outshine them, okay? So there is a lot of a lot of shit coming from each direction. It may make it very difficult, you know, to let you get a piece of the motherfucking pie with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you had to learn the hard way. You had to get it out the muscle. You want to fight, you want to tussle. But you had to show them, like, you're not no chump. Because they definitely was fucking with you. And, like, this is throwing stones and hiding your hand. And see, what they don't understand about you, Pal 2, is I feel like you're really a nice person. You know? I feel like you're really a nice person. But if you really wanted to, if you really, really wanted to, you could make shit stop for people. But you're trying to do the right thing. You got temperance here. Spirit's like, just take it easy. You know? You don't got to pull out the big dogs. You could. This is telling me you have the ability to literally clean up shop. But you're taking into consideration that everyone's not on your same maturity level. You're taking into consideration that not everyone's awake, or not everyone's aware of that which they do. So you are taking a high honor approach to these types of situations. Empathy in reverse, but you done had about enough of your empathy being taken for granted, okay? Either they're going to learn the easy way or they're going to learn the hard way. Empathy in reverse is pretty much saying what's manifesting is they're not going to listen. No, we have faith in reverse. Hidden blessing in reverse. No matter what happens, my heart will always belong to you in reverse. Some of y'all, this could be a ex trying to shapeshift and portray themselves to be like the person that God wants you to come back to. You may have a ex trying to reconcile and manipulate your empathy to try to get back into your life, okay? And you know that this person is obsessed with you. Y'all done gave some y'all energy to, not, you didn't give it. I feel like maybe when you were not aware of your ability, you may have attracted and created certain attachments to certain people. And it can be extremely confusing, or these energies were like at bay until you did something. I don't know what you're going to do, but you do something where they realize that you are not talking about them. Okay? They may have been in la la land fantasizing over you. Like, oh, I'm going to manifest my way back into Pal 2's life. I'm going to be that person in their life. And there's something that you say. Oh Lord. What's wrong, Junior? Let him stay. Because Junior already spent the night. You can't be crying to get what you want, man. That's not how you do that. That's manipulative. You trying to manipulate me. He stopped crying. Somebody gonna be crying to you to get you to change your mind. Change your mind. I'm not crying no more. He manipulated. Man, he got me. He got me. He used my empathy. Cry. You heard him in the background crying. That was my nephew. And as soon as I said he could spend the night, all those tears went away. And he was like, goodbye. He told his mama goodbye. And then I'm like, you manipulated me. And he's like, what? So that's not a coincidence. Somebody gonna pull on your heartstrings, and they may use kids, okay? Because you have empathy here. They may use dogs, okay? Loyalty. I've known you all your life type of energy. This could be family, friends. You got a lot going on. You got to be willing to resist trying to teach people how to do the right thing or make it easier for other people. You're going to have to really, they just keep bringing it back to shit's about to get real. Because I feel like there's also an energy out here that is, they're meddling. There's an energy out here that's connected to you that's doing some they are, I don't like it. Because it feels like they are, give me the word, spirit. They're dogging people out here. I feel like there's someone that's dogging people out here, and they're doing it all in the name of you, Pow 2. They're saying, as long as Pow 2 is continuing to refuse me, I'm gonna just I'm gonna dog every woman and man I come across. I also feel like this is someone that, for some of you guys, they may be fluid, you know. And so only if you've suspected that, I feel like you may know the truth. That this person has no real boundaries or how far they'll go. And they maybe like to intimidate you as well. But they are about to see that you ain't talking about them or that you're not studying them. And they're going to come and, this shit is just, they're convict. I'm telling you, they're coming in. Long distance in reverse. It's like something was keeping this person at bay. But what's manifesting is you're about to step out. This could literally just you just going out there doing more things for yourself. And normally this person wants you to be a recluse, and this energy wants you to like shy away and like hide behind you putting yourself out there, because it's like when you put yourself out there, this energy tries to come after you. This energy tries to fuck with you, so you may have been really like being obedient to the energy and just like, I'm just not going to ruffle the feathers. I'm just going to wait it out, serving an unnecessary prison sentence, whether that be mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. But the truth of the matter is, this motherfucker got no power over you. And spirit wants you to believe that you are way more powerful than this energy. And you can send this shit back from where it came. But you're going to have to figure out the spiritual remedies for that. Okay? And right now, you may need to up on your spiritual craft and get in the motherfucking kitchen and make you some grits so you can participate in grit ball. Because this right here, whew, mercy, yes, because someone knows that they're never getting this position back in your life. They know that. And something solidifies it for them. I don't know what it is that you do, but something solidifies it for them. Because I feel like this is someone that was like shifting roles. Is someone they could be like feminine 1 minute, masculine 1 minute. You don't know really what it is or what it is type of energy. And they would do stuff like try to sew themselves in the fabric of everything that you try to do, unbeknownst to you or indirectly, as a way to, well, I'm in there somewhere, somehow. You know what I mean? Telling you. Curiosity finna kill this motherfucking cat. Let me tell you what's about to happen. This person gonna see some shit. I don't know if they seen it online, but they finna be like, Taurus, that's you? I don't know. You tell me. And then they're gonna be like, oh hell no. They're gonna start. This is an energy that constantly can't help but to stalk you. They can't help but to watch you. They can't help but to do a lot of shit. And they're gonna get impatient. They're gonna fuck themselves up. I'm telling you, they finna fuck themselves up. And they're gonna try to use, that's why empathy is in reverse. They're gonna try to use by any means necessary. But their voice don't work on you no more. It don't work on you. You know what I'm saying? They tactics don't work on you. Because your gift is manipulated. One thing that this person taught you is how to identify a manipulator. One thing this person taught you is how to identify a narcissist. One thing this person taught you is, I know you, right? And it's like, this person is a catalyst in your life and only a catalyst. They taught you how to get it out the mud. This energy right here. Okay? They taught you how to get it out the mud. And now that you have learned all that you need to learn from this energy, you're about to get rid of it. That's what I feel like here. It's about to be expunged off your record. Like, don't exist. Okay, Spirit saying you don't have to do nothing. They're going to do it to themselves. And unfortunately, you're just going to have to witness casualties at war, spiritual war, because this is all about spirituality. Okay, you have fire sign in reverse. So they could be, like I said, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in reverse. We have interview in reverse. Somebody's going to be losing a lot of shit. Fun or party in reverse. This is someone that's going to try to fuck with your money. They're going to try to fuck with your job. You being able to get out and have fun. This is somebody that's going to try to make shit real hard for you. And they refuse to let you be happy with anybody else. So we have conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply. You purchase only that which you need. Yeah, you see how you have shop smart here in reverse? I feel like Spirit is saying right now is not the time to really just be like spending money just to like, you know, I just want to do something to make me feel good. This is like, or make me over, make me feel nice. This is saying spiritually, like buy things that's going to make you feel good on the inside, right? So eating more healthy, and because it's going to transmute, because you have this gift of manipulation, right? So whatever you consume, it's going to give you the energy and the endurance and the stamina. So now is not the time to drink. Now is not the time to smoke. Now is not the time to overindulge, Pao-Tu, because all that is going to weaken you. So how you transmute that, or how you utilize that as a resource, is everything that you ingest is about to serve you a purpose. It's like money shitting, just being spit out like all over. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to give you back. Let's say this is how it's going to work for you. You spend an hour in the gym, and you're going to get 100 clients. You know what I'm saying? Or you eat healthy, and you're going to notice that you got all types of job interviews and shit like that. So it's almost like your energy is fixed to where the good that you put back into yourself is going to render you a yield that you're going to be able to then turn into another yield and another yield and another yield. That's kind of like how your energy is manifesting, okay? So if you want to take it to the next level, they're pretty much saying that Everything that you consume is about to turn into gold. Everything you touch is going to turn into gold. Everything that you do turns into gold. But the only time it will stop is when this motherfucking energy is near you. And that's how you'll know. Your radar is going to be so in tune where you're going to notice this energy shifting into people around you. So when you know how you have your dowsing rods, right? Your meter, you're only going to go, things are only going to go downhill for you financially, you know, all based off of this energy being near. And that's going to be like your dowsing rod to let you know who to stay away from. And it's not really stay away from them. I feel like because you can't really get away from it. But it's like everything that they do to you, you take it, use your empathy now, you're going to absorb it. Do not do this if you don't have the mastery for it. Don't do this shit not once. You absorb it and you make content. You absorb it and you make this. You get what I'm saying? You absorb it. That's what I see you doing. Whoever this fucking is that resonate with this, you finna take all that shit and you finna be like, period. And that's and how you take empathy to the next level. This is some top tier shit. But again, I do feel like this last attack, spirit gonna let them hit first. That's what the spirit gonna let them hit first. You protect it. But when this person hits you, they are about to like pretty much kill themselves. Yeah. Come on now. The manipulator? You can't manipulate a manipulator. You had to go off and master something right quick. It says, what do you see in me in reverse? So yeah. I'm telling you, somebody was out here, or they are out here trying to pretend to be keeping you stuck, stagnant, and waiting, in a season of waiting. But it's not really a person. I feel like it's an energy that has been kind of like catfishing you on the spiritual telephone line, on the hotline, trying to pretend to be somebody. And only when you're like, which is how you'll know who this energy is, when you start stepping out, living your life, and you're no longer waiting, that person shows up. That person shows up. And you're like, yeah, motherfucker, I knew it was you. And that's because this person literally sits there, stalks and watches and waits for the moment where they feel like you are, you know, as long as you are stuck in la la land and you're just waiting, this person will leave you alone. But the moment they feel like you in action, you in go mode, oh, they gonna test your gangster. This motherfucker right here. Oh yeah. Give it time. So this is the last thing. Someone's being dethroned or replaced out of your life. You have forgiveness and gratitude. Yeah, I feel like you're forgiving people, but you're not forgetting. You know what I'm saying? That they just can't go with you. Connected in reverse. Sudden wealth. Your money gonna be looking good. You got a lot of blessings coming towards you. Breaking through illusions. Oh. Many of you were resisting this transformation by, hold on, how you were resisting this transformation by not wanting to be bothered, by playing small, by shying away, by slowing your life down, by trying to avoid drama, by trying to avoid conflict, by not wanting to stir the pot or create, just want to be left alone. You had to finish them. So whoever was in this energy of, I am just don't want to be bothered. I don't care to fight back, or I don't care to like get into this. You're not supposed to fight on the physical realm. This person was meant to be a catalyst in your life to teach you how to spiritually combat this type of energy. It was always your birthright to slay this dragon, but you weren't seeing how it was all connected because there was some type of illusion that you were refusing to let go of, which is this belief that what would Jesus do? What's the right thing to do? There is nothing right, or there is no right or wrong when you have this type of energy. It's I have to teach you a lesson that your mama refused to teach you. I got to teach you a lesson that everybody, because you came to the right motherfucking one. That's kind of like the transformation that was delaying this entire thing. Because I'm seeing the movie enough. You remember how she tried so hard to avoid conflict with him, and she just was trying to like plead with him and get him to understand, like, I don't want no smoke with you, but like I'm not finna fight with you. That guy she had went into witness protection, right? That guy taught her. He was like, what are you gonna do when he's on the ground? And she was like, I'm gonna let him go because that's the father of my kids, whatever. He was like, these type of people, these type of situation, unfortunately, there is no I let you walk away. It's you or me. It's fight or flight mode. It's do or die. It's that type of energy, death, which is why the advice is death in reverse. We should always be willing to have a death and transformation, even if it's in our own self. So Spirit is saying we want to pour into you how you can finally end it once and for all. But you have to, when that person is gloating and they think that they got you, they almost got you tapped out and you just ain't gonna make it no more. They're gonna have that moment where they're like, see, I told you, behave, and none of this would happen. And when they in that moment, that's when you do the little leg gesture and you fucking finish them. Listen, Powtoon, finish this. You hear what I say? Finish this shit. And like all 777, you win. Trap in reverse. Make you think you love them, then you dip on niggas. Oh. So what's manifesting for you is you about to get rid of, you about to teach people a valuable lesson. Okay? Because I'm telling you, your money gonna grow up, your finances gonna go up, but you just been trying to, what would Christ do? Christ said, do you know root work? You know how to do a root work? The temperance is root work. Root worker. Temper the situation. Do what's fair. Psalms 91. I don't know. Everybody's different. But depends on your ancestry. Yeah. Go down to the bayou. I'm just saying, because this is bullying. This is high level bullying. You know, imagine having to sit there and forever be. Whew, whew. All right, pile 3. Pile 3. If you pick the purple hearts, drop in some purple hearts, y'all. Help me clear the energy, please. Yes, Lord, speak to me. Yes, sir. I see y'all. Okay, purple hearts, purple hearts, purple hearts. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm excited. 3 for 3. Do they even have specials like that anymore? Damn, that's a lot of purple. It's a lot of purple. Yes, come through with the purple. Come through with the purple. Okay, I'm excited. I'm super excited. Okay, stop. Okay, so we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Y'all nasty. Power 3, y'all nasty. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Y'all nasty. Yep. This some freak energy right here. Oh, excuse me. Behind closed doors. We are freak. Y'all freaks. Hold on. Y'all freaks behind closed doors. But we gonna play crazy. We gonna play like this is not the truth. And we're gonna play like that you're not into that. Some of y'all into dom and sub. Some of y'all like to do the tying up and oh man, not the gag, not the what is that, ball gag or something? What? Plugs too? Yeah, like to tie people. This is some tying shit up. The only place, okay, I know what this is. The only place where being possessive is okay is in the bedroom. Any other time outside of that, like in public or anywhere else, you don't possess shit. You don't control shit around here. This is giving me someone's about to see what you capable of. Yeah, I heard talk to me nice. Okay, so this is definitely Taurus. Oh yeah, y'all some secret free. This is secret shit. Y'all like to play like oh. Y'all like to play. Somebody here like to play like they not paying attention, or they like to. This is on purpose, okay? Period. This is on purpose. This is like being at work, right? And the other person's working, and then like sneaking and doing shit behind the scenes, and no one knows about. Real freak, nasty. But they call you classy. Empress in reverse. Whew. Somebody's about to be saying, someone is literally going to say, y'all don't fucking know this damn Pal 3. You don't know Pal 3. Y'all finna leave someone literally like speechless. You make me. I gotta dim the lights. You make me speechless. Dun, 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 dun. They ain't gonna be able to talk straight, let alone walk straight. What? That is how y'all live it? Oh my God. Lord have mercy. I cannot. You got King of Cups. All right, King of Cups. We have wishful expectation. Acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. This is all cap. Oh, you reeling Pal 3, y'all reeling someone in. Y'all reeling someone in. You got them on your line too. And then by day you pretending like you're not. And this ain't even with the lights on too. Oh my goodness. The Chariot in reverse. Oh, this person's aware. They taking a slow time. Oh, y'all in a power struggle. I'm telling you, y'all in the power struggle. Power 3. The Chariot in reverse and expectations is pretty much saying someone getting on your bad side. This is a lot of pressure that's going to be unleashed on each other. A lot of pressure. I'm telling you, the what in the games, what in the Hunger Games is going on here? Here's the crazy part. I see you focusing on your career, right? I see you focusing on your money, where it's like, okay, well, if this person doesn't want to come or vice versa, I'm going to focus on my career. I'm going to focus on my money. But as long as this energy is blocked, so is your finances and your success. Yeah. I heard 2 could play that game. 7 of Cups. I'm telling y'all out here scratching your head. Like, who is TT talking about? Who is this? I don't know what you're talking about. That's the both of y'all. This is a cute story that TT's talking about. Cause you know, I don't got shit going on in my life. Say yes to the things you think you cannot do in reverse. And then you have Promoter in reverse. If there is a new idea or project manifesting, know it has great potential for success. Careers in the nightlife industry, events, or restaurant industry could be right for you. Use the law of attraction for money. Be the energy you want to attract. Okay, so I can see what's happening here. You're welcome, Taurus. What's happening here is your pride is getting in the way of the bag. Your pride, I don't want to go there. I don't want to have to put myself on a public platform. I don't want to have to, you know, you don't want to feel like you're selling yourself because you got a lot of pride. You're used to just getting shit and having it done already. Some of y'all are used to you not having to really do shit at all. Maybe in your South Node, you were a well-kept housewife. Maybe in your South Node, you had inheritance that just passed down. You could have Leo in your South Node. You could have all types of different energies where it's like you had fame, you had recognition, and in this lifetime, it's not really about you receiving the fame and recognition, but it's about you still putting yourself in a position to reach the masses. So whether or not you agree with, like, I don't really want to have to do that. I don't care for the fame. I don't care for the success. That's cool and dandy. That's fine. We're not talking about that. What we're talking about is how you expect to reach the world if you don't want to go in the world. You know what I'm saying? You have to know how to be in the situation, but being not of it, right? That's kind of what Spirit is saying here. And then you're playing clueless, like you don't know that Spirit is saying, I said say yes to the dress. I said say yes to the opportunity. But it's like, I don't really want to. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing, what direction I'm supposed to go in. You got all these options. 7 of Cups. Which one should I start first? And Spirit's like rolling their eyes, wishful expectations. You keep going back in circles, round and around and around and around. I'm tired. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. Shit. This is like visualizing for hours and hours and hours and just receiving all these downloads. But where are you putting it? You know? Where it's going? And I feel like somewhere along the line, this romantic spouse is supposed to be like your tease, your muse, but you keep ignoring spirit because you like, I don't want to go there. No, no, no. I don't want to go there. I'm not going over there. That's exactly what that person wants me to do. Spirit is like, who is you getting your advice from? I said, do all of it. I'm like, but how? But how? But how can I do all of that? I have to do this first. Spirit is saying 7 of Cups. If you don't just, sometimes you gotta get your feet dirty. You gotta fail so you can win again. Sometimes you just gotta start one and just get into the habit of, oh, okay. Sometimes you gotta get a little curious. What's in that cup? Okay, what's in that opportunity? Oh, I like this. I like that. But this is like, I don't want to promote it, or I don't want to put it out until I have all the right pieces in line, or I don't want to say nothing about it until I know exactly what direction I want to go in it, or until I have all my ducks in a row. Spirit is saying, oh my God, if I hear something about one more duck, if you talk about one more motherfucking duck, we'll be back. Six of Wands, we'll be back after these messages. That's what Spirit is saying. And it takes a lot of messages just to get one dream, one vision, and one fantasy going. And then when you get some traction, if you don't get the recognition that you feel like you're supposed to be getting based off the time that you put in, you get discouraged. And then you start questioning if you're supposed to be doing it. And then you start wondering if I'm doing the right thing. And now we're back at square zero. We're back at ground zero. And Spirit's like, no. Wait, before you say, what am I supposed to be doing? Just try again. Just give it one more shot. And you're like, I don't want to try it again. I don't want to fail. I want to know the right thing. And Spirit's like, there's no right thing. There's no right thing. We just trying to get you to do something. Y'all just don't. Oh my God. And and the crazy part about it is, all this fantasy, this right here, this ain't happening for real. These are sex dreams. These are sex fantasies. What's really happening is some of y'all stuck on the motherfucking couch. Some of y'all with the chariot card, this is happening all in the 5D. Ain't shit moving in the 3D. So you wake up and you just use the fantasy to help you get through another 24 hours. This is just using the shit just to help you get through another, just to get by. Just to get by. This fantasy of yours, okay? Life is passing somebody by. And this fantasy is like, well, if the fantasy manifests, then I'll believe that it's real. If that person really shows up, then I believe that it's going to happen in every other area of my life. But I'm still trying to get my love life together, and I'm still trying to get that off the ground. And I keep hearing this coming, and it's never showing up. And I don't know if I should even believe it anymore. But I believe, but I don't know if I should. So can you give me one more confirmation? Can you clarify for me one more time? Can you give me some hope? Are we talking about the same person? Is the same person like... Spirit has said, I have said yes, 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 a million different ways. And all you hear is, great. I'll wait right here. They're going to come save me. They're going to come save me. We're going to ride off to the sunset together. They're coming. But Spirit is saying, but your thoughts and your visions, oh, they rated R. This is a struggle between South Node and North Node. I promise you, this is exactly what it feels like. There's no reason why promoters should be in reverse. Are you sharing? Like, this is like, I don't like seeing the money part, especially Pal 3, the money part being stagnant, right? The finances, 6 of Wands, right? This is going deeper, getting the traction, getting momentum, the momentum in the right direction. And Spirit is using the reward of what you want as leverage. So technically, what you want is being dangled here. And it's like just to try to get you to get back on the wheel. Momentum, gaining some momentum in the right direction. And it's like, but they're saying, you're like, oh, hell no. You want me to chase after this? Fuck a cheese. I'm not doing that. Nope. So that's why say yes to the things you think you can't do is in reverse. We got accident in reverse. Create a routine. Having a routine helps you limit procrastination and give you structure. Damn, Pal 3. Secrets. Man, damn, Spirit is saying it is no coincidence that Spirit has given you access to so much hidden knowledge and hidden secrets and gems and tokens of residual wealth, abundance, and all these different things. You have the obscure at your fingertips. But you're procrastinating on something. You can't make a mistake. It's like painting. Yeah. Even when you think you've made a mistake, you roll with the punches, right? You're building character right now. And for some of you, you're already at this position of the Empress energy. So you got a lot already going for yourself, and you're looking to settle down, and Spirit is saying, you're not dead yet. Why are you looking to settle down? Sleep is for when you're dead. What are you doing? You have a mantle now, the Empress energy. And it's like, this is a lot of work. Some of you have positions of success, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter, where you have major shit going for you right now, and you don't want it. I don't want to go on all those different platforms. Some of y'all have major positions of authority that you are leadership at, that you currently are managing right now, and you're like, if I wanted to add one more thing on there, I already got 3 streams. I don't need a 4th. Like, that's okay. Can I get my person now? Oh, I got 4 jobs. I got 2 jobs already. I got an extra side hustle. I'm good. I don't need no money. I just want, I'm just ready to, like, how much more success do I need before I get what I want? That's what Spirit is saying. So it's like all this, like, Spirit is trying to say, like, there's so many other cups you haven't explored. There's so many other relationships you haven't explored yet. Some of you have relationships and connections that you're meant to experience romantically, and you don't want to experience those because you're like, and I'm not saying you have to sleep with those people, but I do feel like it's an emotional network, it's an emotional connection. And I also feel like it is, let me give you an example, because all of these rebuttals here that I'm hearing, for those of you where it's like, once I have what I'm looking for, I won't need to do anything else. Spirit knows you better than you know yourselves. And they know the moment that they give you what you want, you will not participate in any of this. You don't want it, really. You don't care for the recognition. You don't care for, none of that is important. I just want love. Have I not given my whole life already? You know, but did not Beyonce, and if you don't like Beyonce, save it. I do not care. But I'm going to use this example because it was given to me. Beyonce still did a song with Sean Paul, right? She still kissed Idris Elba. That man's so damn fucking handsome. Oh my God. He's married. She still, and she, even though she was dealing with, what's his name? Jay-Z, yeah. She still did other collaborations. She still had contracts, soul contracts of network and creation with other people. There's still something to create. And though she may not have, allegedly, you know, maybe she never slept with them or maybe she never had nothing intimate, but she had a emotional connection on some level and some degree. And Spirit is saying, you're trying to avoid all the pitfalls and get straight to the one. And Spirit is saying it's the pitfalls, it's the failures, it's the experience. That's the journey. That's the pleasure. That's what life is all about. Soulmate, it still gets you where you're going. It still gets you where you're going. You're not going to miss your train. You're not going to miss your bus. But can we get you to emotionally, you know, desire something else in the meantime? The person you are inquiring about is your soulmate. That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. I almost lost my voice. I almost lost it. We have draconian. I'm telling you, it says money hungry and manipulative. Adept at fitting in like a chameleon, can unite people to work together. So, now, with promoter in reverse, this is clearly a path you do not want to go down. However, what if the people that you're meant to impact, they're all over there on TikTok? You may not like TikTok. TikTok may not be your thing. You may feel like the energy over there is so toxic. But even if one person was there that needed to hear your voice, are they not worth it? That's kind of what Spirit is asking you. Are they not worth it? Even if you don't really care to work that 9 to 5, but there's some experience that you need to get for yourself. And, you know, maybe while you're sitting there in that call center, you're meant to sit next to somebody else, 7 of Cups, that's under their own illusion. And you just say one thing. And if you weren't working in that call center and sitting next to that person, they would have never had that experience. That's the type of shit Spirit's trying to get you to get just go with it, you know? Wherever you're guided, like whimsical, like wherever you're being guided to go, just go walk in the damn store. It ain't gonna kill you. You know? Maybe you got a unique perspective and someone needs to hear it. because you can unite people. It says you unite people to work together. We don't have to fight. You know, imagine if you're a police officer and in a field that has so much animosity. You're the police officer that makes a brittle, broken connection between the community and the law enforcement field come together because you do shit that no other person would be willing to do in that field. There's a reason why you're being asked to go into places and do certain things that feel uncomfortable to you, because it's not really about you. It's about your ability to speak to people in the way that they need to be spoken to. That is how you unite people. And I feel like you have a no nonsense type of attitude about what you're saying. You're very blunt because the draconian energy don't give a fuck, you know? It's like, yeah, I know you want what you want. But just like you, I can do anything. You're meant to make people also feel uncomfortable because they're meant to tell you that you don't have the degree to be in their position as a CEO or a manager. And they're like, well, what did you do for a living? Did you ever go to school? No. Well, how did you become famous? Or how did you become this? Well, I don't know. I just was chosen for the shit. What does that do to you? And the truth of the matter is, it's because you have the ability to be a chameleon. You can teach yourself anything. You can adapt to whatever you want to do. So Spirit is pretty much saying, like, stop sleeping on yourself. And no, they did not tell you that you were done. For whoever was like, you know, I'm too old for this. I can't. I got too much going on. I've done time. Work is never done, because accident in reverse is saying, even if you retired, you can still turn on your phone, and rather than just being on the end of the phone where you're receiving, also be on the end of the phone where you're sharing your wisdom, right? Who knows? You telling your story about a lesson you learned when you were younger may be the very thing that helps another soul. So it's not always about the money for you, but it may be the very thing that helps another person. So Spirit is saying you have the power to change something that's supposed to be deemed as unhealthy, toxic, and make it healthy, right? You take a video game, and when the rest of the world is saying, oh, get rid of the video games, it's changing the world, and they're extreme, you jump in the middle of that situation and you're like, well, let's just make a video game that helps everybody learn the same shit. Can they argue with that? No. I hope that made sense. I think that you are better off without me. Yeah. This soulmate can't come in. Soulmate in reverse. You got two cards. I'm telling you. They got to go through their soulmates with the Seven of Cups. They got to go through their options and be of service the way that they were called to be of service for those people. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that fun. I'm telling you, demigod, what I told you. Y'all don't want to do this shit, but you gotta do it. And you always get it done in every lifetime. So why are you complaining about it? That's what you're saying. What you doing? Like, you know what injustice you're here to serve. You know how you're meant to make the crooked straight. You know how you're meant to hold fucking people accountable in high places. You know you came here to tear down the fucking whole thing and rebuild it differently. You know that you came here. You can't avoid karma. You can't avoid the karma you came to learn and to teach other people, but you don't want to play no more. You don't want to play. You tired. You ready to retire. Look at that. What I told you, unfinished business. Goddamn. Test or lesson. Fight for it. And then you have clean energy food. When you fuel your body with a health hold on. When you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. All right, this is in reverse. So, we'll come back to that part. I want to be different. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. You're in this season of cleansing, clearing. There's someone in your energy that you have unfinished business with, and it's like you've absorbed all of the attributes of that soulmate. So even if y'all not together, I don't know, y'all can still, when you be with someone for such a long time, you might, you start to sync. You know what I'm saying? You start to mesh. And what kind of happens with those South Node relationships, you may have the same accent, or you may notice y'all start to look alike, right? Or certain things that they used to like, you still like to. Or you may not even notice it that y'all still it's just with all this chameleon and adaptable energy, there is something inside of you that wants to change. But some of y'all have something already existing in your subconscious energy. Like this, you may be procrastinating because you once dated a procrastinator. You know what I'm saying? It may not even belong to you, or you may have certain karmic experiences that was passed down to you genetically. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It's relationships, right? So when we're in relation or close proximity to someone, we only know what we were taught, right? Or we only know repetitive things. So you may have certain addictions. Like, for example, yes, in my household where I grew up, my mama put butter and sugar in our grits. Okay. Now, I'm an adult. And when I occasionally do eat grits, I want butter and sugar in my grits because it's familiar. It reminds me of my mama. But it's not healthy, right? Same concept. So there are certain things that you got to track down, certain desires and habits, and ask yourself, did that belong to you? Or was that passed down to you? Or maybe you got with someone and culturally they have certain belief systems, but you don't know who you really are. And that may have just been like the draconian energy. I married that person, so I adopted their beliefs. Or I got with that relationship, so I converted. Whatever the conversion is right here, it's saying you need to clear your energy. Because it's making it difficult for the soulmate of a higher vibration to connect with you, because some of the things that you do, they're out there knocking them out. They're not gonna want nobody that, maybe they only like salt and pepper in their grits, but you like sugar in your grits. Or maybe it's flipped. Or maybe you like sugar, they don't even eat fucking sugar. How would you know? There's something about wanting something, but you're not actually developing or having the certain types of habits that attract and align to that vibration that you want to align to, which makes it wishful expectations. I wish with all my might to fly with dragons in the land of hearts. But do you have all of the attributes? Okay. Are you absolutely moral? Know your worth. Okay. Self-discipline in the present moment. We have unfolding in reverse. We have thief. And then we have fears and limitations. Yes, this is pretty much saying like, I'm afraid that if I go back out there, I put myself out there, I'm going to run into another person that's going to manipulate me. I'm going to run into someone that's going to try to tame me and control me. Some of y'all have been single for so long, it's hard for you to even be in a relationship. It's hard for you to even fathom what that life will look like because you're hyper tuning to what you can't do. I can't fall for another trick. I can't fall for this. So everything that you're cultivating is I can't. You have to become a Mexican. That's why I had to move closer to the border, cuz I could like take on some of the attributes. Some of y'all need to get up and move to another part of the world so you can surround yourself with people that you can learn and adapt from different lifestyle traits and behaviors. When you surrounded by people with good work ethic and you're in this draconian energy, I guarantee you something that may feel very hard to do, you're going to do naturally. When you surround by people that go to the gym all the time, your ass going to just go to the gym. You don't even know why you want to go to the gym no more. But because you're surrounded by people that go to the gym, you want to go to the gym. Just the same way as if you surround yourself with people that's doing nothing all day. Y'all going to be doing nothing together. That's what Spirit is pretty much saying. That's kind of what I see here. So this is like, what I'm seeing here is application. Spirit's trying to figure out how to move you through practice. You're the type of learners where you learn like quickly when you're doing it, right? So think about a time when you was at a job and you was studying for a job, right? You may have said, man, when I how like before you start working at like, okay, when I worked at Wendy's, they made us sit down and watch videos on how to build a burger. That shit went in one ear and out the other. But when my hands touched the burgers, my body just knew what to do. You may be that type of energy where you're mastering the mental aspect of it, but it's lacking practice and application. You're not surrounding yourself, or you're refusing to move about and go where you need to go in order to absorb from your environment the practices that you need to adopt. So you're restricting that God consciousness from really experiencing itself through your body as the vessel, right? So Spirit may say, I don't know why Spirit want me to sit outside, but if you're so rigid where you're like, well, I don't want to go outside because the noise, or maybe Spirit saying go work outside. You're like, well, I don't want no one else to feel like they can't hear me because I'm talking outside. I said, go outside. Maybe you're meant to irritate people. When I first started doing tarot, people used to complain about, oh, the music in the background is distracting. Or they would tell me, like, you would be able to connect so much better if you turned off the music. What works for them works for them. But the only reason why I am playing the music to begin with is because it irritates you. So one thing is telling me is that you have a short attention span. So you're telling me everything about you. So now you've exposed yourself, and I can tell that you have a very short attention span, but you feel like you know everything. You've given me the keys to you. That's what Spirit's trying to get you to see about yourselves, is that you've already been given the answers. It's no secret to you anymore. Every single day, Spirit's telling you in every single way. I am revealing to you on a daily basis what you need to know. There's no secret that can be hidden from you. You're a demigod. So everything that you know is always at your disposal. But you got to be willing to see it and not see it as an attack or take everything so personal. This is what that is. It's like, I'm afraid of doing the wrong thing. Even in a scenario where you feel like you're doing the wrong thing, it's always working out for you. You just got to believe it. Yeah. It's just giving you more and more and more. You know? So yes, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And many of you guys, like, this is pretty much Spirit saying this, the Seven of Cups is, you're meant to be peculiar. You're meant to be aloof. You're meant to be puzzling in the, you're meant to leave people emotionally puzzled. And I feel like you have a counterpart that does the same thing, and it irritates you that you can't figure them out. But in order to understand that counterpart, you got to understand who you are, not just who you have said you are, but who you are at nature, who you are at your core. Because everything you can't stand about this person is exactly what you are, right? So if this person's aloof, then you pay attention. All right, that person's aloof. That person doesn't tell me things how I want to hear. That person doesn't spoon feed me everything that I need to know. So I got to sit back and become more observant. That person is teaching you how to be silent, how to be quiet, and be more observant in the spirit, so you can be shown and revealed the secrets and the mysteries of the universe. But if you too busy trying to see things with your two eyes, you're going to miss everything. All right? I hope that makes sense, because that's what I'm seeing, Pal 3. You got all this spiritual energy. Every time your spiritual counterpart giving you a test, you sending it back. You saying, I don't want to play. I don't want to play. I don't want to play with this shit. I don't want to do none of that. I just want to manifest my person. You know, I just want to manifest my person. Your person is playing with you. They're playing, what's that game? You know that game where you like ping pong? They ping pong and, you know, all right, here, boom, here's the assignment. And you're like, what? Y'all speaking two different languages. Some of y'all speaking two different languages. But really all this person is showing you why they think that you're better without them. You're better without them because they can teach you everything at a distance. But if you're so close to each other, y'all are no longer beneficial to each other. Yeah, they're because this soulmate is meant to unlock your Akashic. They're meant to unlock. It's not an accident. It's not the karmic's fault or none of that shit. And if you get caught up in that part, you're missing the whole experience. It's really about them being able to teach you how to see how to unlock the universe in your present moment, right? So boom, this person is unable to come in. They're not giving you. They're being hella fucking mysterious. Seven of Cups is mysterious energy. They're leaving you puzzled. So when someone's leaving you puzzled, what does that mean? Is that a challenge? Did you give up on a challenge, Pal 3? Maybe you do, but you're not really meant to. You're not meant to give up on a challenge. No. You're not meant to give up on a challenge. You're meant to see it as an opportunity. As an opportunity. You're meant to see it as an opportunity. It's so much fun if you just play. And someone's like, I don't want to play no games. I'm not talking to you guys that don't want to play. I'm not. That you might want to pick another pile, because if you do not want to play the Matrix, if you do not want to if you don't want to constantly choose between the red and the blue pill in every situation, this ain't your pile, because this is what that is. Even though they took the blue pill, right? Is it the blue pill? Don't get me to lying. They still had to pick up the phone and take calls in the Matrix. So just because you're out of the Matrix doesn't mean that you don't have to go back and visit the Matrix. You got to visit the Matrix. Okay. It's fun. Learning is fun. I always like to learn. To get the job done. Yes. That's just all it's about. Just getting the job done. Just do the job. Okay. This is the Neo and Trinity pile. That's what this is. I like it. You know. But that's what I have. So we're going to jump into the Ask a Quick Tarot question, okay? I know y'all want to go straight to y'all want to skip to the good part. I have 30 mosquito bites. What? Where are you? He needs some buttercreams. Yeah. Butter grits. Butter. I don't really eat it like that no more, but shoot. I think I can't even eat cheese no more. And do you know, like in the movie The Matrix, that's why when they were outside the Matrix, they really ate just a bland substance because they didn't need all of the I guess the illusion. They just needed the nutrients. That's what it kind of feel like. Make me over. Exactly. It's until you start pushing forward, they will remain a challenge. Like, you got to make it to level. You got to make it to the level that unlocks the soulmate. It's the he said I need it to taste good. Swiss cheese from Switzerland. What's up, Catherine? Yeah. Shit. I don't know why. Well, why is irrelevant, but they need to make it to your level. Well, shoot. You know what? I really think that, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am feminine energy, but I'm also masculine energy. However, I don't care what nobody say. Masculine energy has got their shit together far more than feminine energy. And I'm talking about it as a collective. I'm talking about as a whole. They got their shit on lock. Feminine energy, trying to play catch up. But here's where it gets tricky, because somewhere, somehow, Feminine energy believes that they are the ones waiting on divine masculine. I don't care what nobody say. I have read energy after energy after energy. And based off of the assignments, feminine energy, we slacking. I don't care what nobody say. I could argue about it. We could debate all day. I ain't asking. I'm telling you, feminine energy, as a divine feminine, I can speak for myself and many energies. The narrative that divine masculine is delayed and trying to pick it up and trying to figure it out. No. Some of them, yes. If they're not, but based off the assignment, they're already going places that we don't want to go. And we're supposed to be leading equally, which means that the perspective that divine masculine is supposed to be getting away from that and settling down, that's not his assignment. He's supposed to be challenging divine feminine to get out of her comfort zone of her role as divine feminine energy. As a trailblazer, as a feminine energy in general this lifetime, all the comforts, yeah, he's supposed to challenge you to, no matter how many kids you have, no matter how many responsibilities you have, you're supposed to find a way to do it all. And we're talking about assignments now. We're not talking about, not everybody's on that same assignment, but based off of the draconian energy, that's being demonized as the energy that, oh yes, focusing on money, that's material, that's the devil, da 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 da. Once again, from one perspective, yes, that's a narrative that can be pushed to the masses. It's a way to keep you perceiving a very narrow point of view. But if you believe that there was no room that God would reveal itself in, there's no place that God wouldn't go into just to retrieve one person, then you also have to accept that wherever you're being called to go on your own personal assignments, whether it looks like you have to go and make certain deals and be in certain boardrooms and shit like that, yeah, the enemy is going to tell you that that's materialistic and you're focusing on the wrong things. But if that's what you're being called to do and that's what God told you to do, you're supposed to be ignoring that. And that's why it's not about just seeing what the general is doing. You have to invest in what you're supposed to be doing, which means you need to be getting your own readings about your own personal energy and not just relying off the general collective, because the general collective is not going to tell you what you're supposed to be doing. And that's why I'm saying that based off energies in general, majority of the time, I'm talking to feminine energy, trying to get feminine energy to stop being so damn stubborn. But y'all perceiving it as I'm talking to the masculine only. No. You looking at the masculine and energy and you're saying that person needs to stop being that way. But you have to figure out why your counterpart is drawn to that. And technically, why are you technically considering his opposition? Why are you in opposition to what he's achieving? And why are you not, what you're supposed to be doing? That's kind of like the best way that I could describe it. But it's feminine energy. I'm trying to tell you, it's feminine energy. Yeah, we gotta We gotta discern each individual scenario and not make it general, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it gets to a point where, you know what I'm saying? It gets to a point. Yeah, yeah, like a good conversation. It gets to a point where I feel like how do I describe it? I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's a feeling, you know what I'm saying? If I can't even really fix. All right, let me use myself as an example. I can't fix myself. Like when I bring myself to try to say it for myself, I can't say it. And when I say I can't say it, I'm referring to I can't even fix my mouth to say that my masculine is anything. I don't feel like I have the right to speak on him in that manner. I don't feel like I have the right to speak over him in anything less than I believe him to be. That's how I feel. That's my belief. Lock it for me, baby. Thank you, baby. And I feel like the moment in which I'm saying, oh, he's just this and he's just that, I'm speaking death over myself and him. And in that capacity, I feel like I can't fix my mouth to say such a thing. So a lot of times, like I hear it, but I don't resonate with it. And that's because my power is when I speak. So if I'm choosing to be a feminine energy this lifetime, mastering that is my only objective. What he does is his business. And I wouldn't dare speak about what he does because I don't doubt his choices. And the moment I doubt his, I'm doubting myself. So there's a fine line between separating yourselves in that way. So just make sure that if you're going to speak on your partner, your spouse, your spiritual spouse, that you're casting the same thing over yourself. And if you wouldn't want that casted over yourself, don't say it, you know? And that's just my take on it. If he decides that he needs to be with someone, I wouldn't ask him why. If he decides that that's where he needs to be, I don't doubt that he's doing what he feels he needs to do. It's none of my business. So why would I involve myself in something that is not meant to hurt me? I may not understand. And hear what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. And don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that if he's coming to me, asking me certain things, that's already out of pocket. That, to me, I feel like what's understood doesn't have to be explained or shouldn't have to be explained. If a person is coming to me needing me to explain myself to them, even for me, if I have to explain myself to my counterpart, he's not my counterpart. That's how I feel. Because that's where I am. Now, when I was on a different level, yes, my perspective was different. But that counterpart, the season with that person ended because I no longer, that wasn't as far as I was able to reach. So it's really about where you're reaching, right? So where you're ascending to, you may not be assigned the same counterpart. But if you're not ready to let go of the previous one that was preparing you for the next one, then you can believe that that particular one is the only one, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's equivalent to pretty much saying that me, right? I am only one existence on the planet Earth. If I exist, there's millions of me, right? And if my counterpart exists, there's millions of my counterpart. But that doesn't mean that every fragment of that soul or that expression is on the same level as that one version I ran into. You're meeting the same person in different bodies, but the spirit is the same, right? But you got to be able to identify the spirit. Otherwise, you're attached to the vessel and you're limiting the expression of how that soul is experienced here on earth. So yeah, there's levels to it, but if we're all images of God, that means that every living thing is an expression of God, but it's still one God. You understand? But we don't have to look like each other, talk like each other, believe like each other, because God said, you're all my creation. So the same concept is from you you may be a young soul, an old soul. As an old soul, you understand that there are many of me. There's many of him. And down to the genders, the lines get real blurry. So what I'm trying to say is, let's say you're on level 5. And level 5, you're in love with Johnny. And Johnny looks like a Bravo. But when you make it to level 10, Johnny is a Terminator and he looks totally different. It's still Johnny, just in a different body. But if you only want Johnny, then you won't reach that vibration. And not everyone's meant to go to a certain vibration. So it's important not to look at high vibration and oh, I have to be on this level, because maybe in this lifetime you're not meant to go to level 10, you're only meant to go to level 5, and that's okay. We have to be able to hold space for everybody's levels without trying to make another person narcissistically control the next person's journey and tell them that they're supposed to be here because we're there. No, you should be able to talk to someone in elementary school and you're in high school. You know, it's no different from levels of consciousness. Same concept applies spiritually. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I can describe it. You're welcome. Yes, what your seer said. It's okay. Doesn't make you right or wrong. Hey, Shanti. Yeah. You're welcome. Exactly. Hey, Olaroom. Bless you, mine died, so I got out of. I think it'd be right there still. My condolences to anyone that passed away. What did he say? It does seem like running to women that run away from their emotions. Yeah. I feel like when we attract, so from your perspective, if you attract a woman that you feel runs away, let me talk to masculine Taurus just for a second. All right, so all my real slim shadies, please stand up. If you attract a woman, a feminine energy that runs away from their emotions, why do you think that is? There's no right or wrong answer, so I love you too. I ran because I was scared this time. Abandonment wounds need to be healed. So if you attract, let's just do the math right quick. Okay, let's just do the math. Everything in life is mathematical, right? There's nothing that can't be solved. That's what my dad told me when I was a little girl, and I believe it to this day. There's nothing that cannot be solved. So, if you attract a woman of feminine energy that runs away from their emotions, well, if you are the teacher in that perspective, right? You are doing two things. You're either mirroring to her that you have the same emotional wounds that she has, or two, you make her feel safe to be vulnerable, and that's scary too. So either way, it's like a double-edged sword, right? So if she feels like, oh my God, I feel like I could open up to this person, that's scary, because she's going to feel like you have the ability to see her from the inside. You have the ability to use that to your power. And if she doesn't trust you yet, then she's going to feel like you can do anything with that. That's too much access. That's too much. There's no valve. It feels like a faucet with no shut off. And she might be feeling like she's able to talk. She may talk. And if you're only listening, she's gonna feel like you are her therapist, or it's either you're her therapist, or you are a manipulative person that wants to get all her secrets so you can use them against her. Or she can tell that her emotional scars you also possess. So if y'all have the same emotional scars, that's also a red flag to her, because hurt people hurt people. So the real question is, one thing that doesn't lie is your ability to remain the same. With a woman that is emotionally scarred, the best thing that you can offer her is consistency. That no matter what the scenario looks like, you're not going to change up who you are based off of what she does or doesn't do. And that goes with anybody, male or female, that has emotional damage. If they run away and you are bothered by it, or you feel like, damn, you ran away, you take it personal, that's going to scare her too. So that's like when you have a cat, right? Let's say that you have a stray cat and you take it in. This is why when they put out milk, they put it out and they walk away, because they're skittish. You don't want to put it out there and then sit out there with the milk and then wait for them to come and drink it. If the cat sees that you're out there, the cat's going to be like, nah, you trying to watch me drink my milk. Something off about that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand the creature. First, you got to understand yourself before you can understand the creature, because the cat will scratch you. Now, if you don't have what it takes to be scratched by no cat, don't go looking for no cat. Don't save nobody. But if you feel like you got it in you to, remain consistent, it could be a beautiful thing. But you got to be consistent. Like, you have to not waver who you are. Y'all both can't wear y'all emotions on y'all sleeve. No. You want to do things. They need to know that you're doing it because there's no strings attached. They need to know that you're not basing it off of, well, I gave you some milk. You was outside by yourself. I was there for you. I gave you milk when nobody else would. That's going to be like, that goes back to their childhood. You have the power and the ability to affect my stability based off of how I respond to something that you do for me. That's a hell no. You know what I'm saying? You just lift something up off me. But she should be allowed to process her thoughts and her emotions at her own pace. And if you are impatient about that and you feel like she pushes away, then she can already intuitively kind of tell that she may not have it all right in knowing the best one to pick. But what she do know is that she knows the extreme of the negative. So all you're receiving is her reaction to how she responds to the extreme situations. That's hyper attuned into the negativity in the room. The fact that she even felt something for a moment, whether you feel you're that way or not, her spidey senses went off. You know what I'm saying? So you have to ask yourself, okay, what about me doesn't make another person feel at ease in my presence? A person, you should be able to be in a room and the people around you feel like they can go to sleep, right? They feel safe in your presence. And it's the more work that you're doing yourself, you'll notice that less people run away from you and they run to you. Yeah, you might be cooling it, but something. You might be cooling it, but something is. What is it, Spirit? I'm going to ask for you, Guala. What is it, Spirit, that causes them to run from Guala. Oh, based off of your experiences that you've had with other relationships, you have determined that you're not going to give to those type of people. So you drew a line in the sand where you have determined that you're not going to feed into that energy. So if they are emotionally damaged, you're cool about it, but you're not going to invest energetically into it. So because you're not going to invest energetically into it, they're reading your energy as in you don't want to help me. So even though you're cool, it's not a task that you're really equipped to help nobody with. And therefore you don't really participate or engage in when you see it for yourself. But you do allow them to still be around you, and you do allow them to interact with you. You understand? Which is confusing for them. Do you do super chat readings? No, I'm not doing super chat readings, but you can ask a question. I'm just randomly answering. And then too, Guala, you've kind of had some experiences that left you feeling like those type of relationships only want to use you. So you kind of like, you cut that, whatever thought process they thought they were going to get out of you and get you to be emotionally invested, and them just use you for money or use you to get ahead, use you for whatever thing, like exchange. You draw, for the moment they see you, your energy is kind of like, nah, you ain't gonna get that over here, buddy. You're not gonna get that over here. So they gotta work through your walls. You come with walls already up. It's gonna take them a long time to get you to energetically invest, because you yourself feel like you have experiences in the past that taught you not to do this. So where those experiences stem from and why that's still something that you're carrying with yourself, you need to figure that out. Does that, you get what I'm saying, Guala? And you said they be the ones that come to me. Then when I do decide to invest, they run. Okay, so there's a contingency, right? It takes time for you to decide when you're ready to invest in someone. You're creating a contingency at face value that if they stick it out and they're willing to go through the motions with you, then you would be willing to invest. But you're creating a contingency to get to that point. That's a red flag for emotional women, okay? Because you're talking about if and then policy. If and only then policies is a red flag. If I give you this, right? If I feed you, I'll house you. If you behave, I'll give you this. You bring back a childhood trigger. You trigger something from their inner child. I have to tell you that that's something you're going to always do, because your policy is if and then. If I feel like you are putting in the same amount, then I'm going to do for you. So your love is contingent on their behavior. How you show up in their life is contingent on if they make you feel secure. So now your insecurities and their insecurities are at war with each other. You're waiting for safety. They're waiting for safety. No one gets safe. No one gets the high ground. And you're going to always need a mediator. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. Not everybody is equipped to help certain people that have, we all are emotionally damaged. And I think the idea or the concept that social media and society places that you're going to find you a perfect person that has nothing wrong with them, it's an illusion. Yeah, that's a response though. So if you feel like a person just wants you to chase them, right? Then you have externalized your placement of them. Like, who do you think you are? You want me to chase you? Well, you're externalizing your worth outside of yourself. See what I'm saying? And I feel like it comes from the terminology of giving, receive, giving, receive. It's really a matter of sharing. Sharing. Time out, sharing. Sharing is caring, right? So how you choose to share with other people is one thing. How you choose to show up for people is another thing. And how you choose to give to people is a whole nother realm. And I feel like there's this thought where it's like I have to give something in order to get something. That's a user's conditioning. I was taught that this is how you get what you want. That if I'm beneficial, I'm supposed to get what I want in return. That's a user's concept. But you don't have to really you can do the give and receive, but it's a disempowerment, really. That's how I feel. It's a disempowerment. No one should have to be responsible to give you what you need. You know, but it takes time to get to that point. Like, no one should be responsible to give you the needs that you require. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically. They shouldn't be required. Okay? And when I say require, I mean like it's an expectation. But society has conditioned us to believe that it's something we should expect. And then you come across that person that teaches you no. And then you feel like they did something to you, and then you grow from it. But it's painful. You know. If you're in the position to give to someone, give it with no expectation of anything in return. If you give $20 to the person on the street, are you expecting them to post you online and say, oh, this person gave me this? There's no expectations. If you see a homeless person and you decide to give them a ride, there should be no expectation of what you should be acknowledged for, right? Their expectation about whatever you give, The only time you should be giving something is if you're expecting nothing in return. And if you're giving with the expectation of something in return, you're not giving from an open heart. You're giving from a space of, well, this is a good deed for the day. You get what I'm saying? Give and it shall be given unto you. Yeah. But what if it's not? What if it's not? And yes, I did see your super chat. So, for example, I don't know your name. Akila asked me if, I'm going to use this as an example. It's nothing personal, it's just an example. She asked me if I was accepting super chat questions. And I was saying that I am answering questions, but they're in no specific order. Right? So she sent a super chat with a question. However, I'm still talking to Guala. So in the event that I answer her question, I'm not doing it because she gave me a super chat. You understand? I will be doing it because I want to. But there's an expectation that's lingering in the background. You understand? But I didn't create the expectation. So whatever what Guala was asking about was a very broad topic, right? He's asking not just about, yeah, we're talking about him, but he's allowing me to use his situation as an opportunity to share more wisdom. And so I asked the cards, and he got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I don't want to get into an energy exchange with someone and I don't get what I'm expecting out of it in return, and they walk away with from the entire situation using me. You get what I'm saying? And this comes from a memory. The Six of Swords in reverse. He's suspicious. Guala, I'm going to talk directly to you. Spirit is saying you're suspicious of people getting over on you, right? It's put you in a position where when it comes to how you allow people in your life is contingent on your own suspicion and inhibition around their intentions towards you. There's nothing wrong with that, but we can't say based off of that every last single person emotionally just runs from you. No. There's a reason why someone's running from you. They can see that you've been hurt before and that you have the ability to hurt them too because you're hurting. So it's not personal. It's just something that I feel like really for you, the fact that they run away is to just let you know that there's something that you can let go of that burden. You don't have to carry it with you. You don't have to look at each individual, you don't have to have that type of suspicion, lingering over as you meet people. You know, if you believe that they're going to hurt you, they will hurt you. That's how I feel. But I would never do that. I know. I mean, and it's very well true that you may not ever do that to a person, but they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Imagine meeting somebody and you don't have no background history of someone, and all you going off is mouth to mouth, word to word, body language, right? You're attracting those the same emotional wounds as yourself. So when you heal those emotional wounds, you'll no longer attract those energies. Will they come towards you? Yeah, you can't stop them. They're going to always come towards you because something about your energy is going to feel like it's healing. So you have to ask yourself, but based off what you know, how you want to interact. But no, I don't feel like they're just running from you because they have emotional issues. I do feel like you're being sent people spiritually that have a similar scar as you. That's how I feel. And I feel like you did deal with somebody that emotionally used you. So I do see that situation as well. And this person had you doing all types of things for their love. How long ago you were doing that? It's irrelevant, but I do feel like you felt like there was that one person that got away with this ability to get you to do stuff for them, and you get nothing in return. So now every person that you're meeting, you got your binoculars on, you got your four eyes on. Yeah, relatable relationships. Yeah. And I feel like if they're coming back towards you, the Six of Swords is just saying they're just coming to make peace. So then you have that normal conversation. Hey, the reason why is I felt like, just talk about yourself. I felt like there was a possibility that you were going to do to me. You don't speak from a you. Don't point the finger. Say, I felt like there was a possibility that you were going to try to use me. And I didn't feel safe. It's another level of respect that a woman will have for you if you know what I'm saying, if she's ready for that type of mature conversation. Because you're taking accountability for where you stood in the situation, and then y'all create closure and you keep it pushing. You know? But it's counterproductive to have a conversation with someone that come back from the past and you're saying, I wanted to do something, I was going to do the right by you, and or you just ran away, I was trying to love you. That's counterproductive. We're talking about shoulda, coulda, woulda. And any conversation that begins with I shoulda and I coulda and I would have is wishful thinking. Because the truth is, nobody did that. And because it already happened that way, we can't say that it wasn't supposed to happen anymore. So what you can do is when those people come back that are karmic, how you close the door properly is you hold yourself accountable. You scared me. I was scared that you was going to emotionally hurt me. So I didn't let myself give to this connection. You set that woman free and yourself, straight up. Happy Friday. Sounds crazy and getting my phone. Oh, snap. So I hope that helps. Aquila. It's okay. So how long before they contact Aquila about her apartment? TT, my son keeps giving you flowers. I'll tell your son I said thank you. Hi, Kylie. Spirit, when will they get back to her from her income verification at her apartment for Aquila? Hi, wavy girl. Juju, what are you doing? Thank you, Yasir. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Spirit. When will they get back to her for her apartment? That's the question. Less than a month. I know I have it. They would not have had me do that if I didn't. I'm just ready to move. Well, I definitely, like I said, less than a month. You'll hear something back less than a month. Yeah, you gotta stop doubting yourself, your own intuition. Yeah, I feel you. Peace to you, Yamsa. Okay, so before I turn off the live, just go ahead and drop any questions, and then I'm just gonna randomly select. I'm gonna call your name, and I'm gonna answer it. Spirit should say Jazz moves to Texas. Well, should she move? Should she move, Spirit? Should say Jazz move, yes or no? Why? It's a strong no. A strong no. At least not where you're trying to go. The reason why you're trying to go. You're not being honest with why you're really trying to go somewhere. Here's your wavy girl move, yes or no? If you're going to get away from somebody that's a tyrant, yeah. You already know the truth about that person. But they're saying like you're covering for somebody, or you make excuses for someone's behavior. So you need to get away from that person. They don't care where you go. Spirit for Catherine with her love. They get back together. Catherine and her love get back together. No. No time soon. They're still ascending. You got the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Hermit. I love you too. I love all y'all. Will boss be successful? Will boss be successful and have a beautiful wife? Clarify this. You gotta cut the drama. Yeah, you gotta cut the drama. There's some drama you gotta cut out your life. Yeah, you gotta cut the drama. No matter where you go or who you love. There's some type of conflict. There's some type of expectation that you'll get it once you're successful or something like that. Like no one wants to compete with someone that is constantly trying to make something of themselves. That's the energy that I pick up on. You need a personal reading. That ain't gonna make you happy. What you think gonna make you happy ain't gonna make you happy. Especially if you're trying to Six of Swords with someone, you're trying to make peace with somebody. For the wrong reasons though. If you're making somebody else your peace, like if you're making another person your peace and you're like, when I got the right person, then I'll have a peaceful life, a peaceful this, a peaceful home. You know how they say happy wife is a happy life? Fuck that. No. Happy life now. Happy life now. Okay? Because all she'll be doing is pretending to be happy. Thank you, Intuitive. Let me see. Spirit, should Lena start a YouTube channel? Yes or no? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, you should. And when you do, you'll realize that the person you want, you don't really want them. You'll realize that. But you do need to do this so you can be in love with something else outside of this person. You're going to outgrow them pretty much by doing your YouTube channel. Should I wonder the person I really want be able to come together? So I wonder the person I really want would be able to come together. You gotta re-ask that question. Sure, what is Tamor current feelings? Loss, regret, sadness. Is that where you want this person though? Do you want this person sad over you? If you do, yeah, that's their feelings. But it's gonna backfire, just so you know. Will I be able to move away from family soon? Get your own. Sure, we're trying to be able to move away from family soon. Good night, Catherine. Clarify this through. You're going to want to, but I do feel like it's going to take about, you're going to try to do it sooner, but I feel like someone's going to talk you out of it. Tell you that you need to save up more money, or you need more time to like recover. You may be rushing to do it, and I feel like there's a mother I think you're trying to get away from, but I do feel like you're going to be able to, but it is going to probably take you probably about 9 months, almost to a year to actually completely do that, because the Four of Pentacles, I see you trying to save up for a car or something. You're trying to save up to get your own. So it's going to take some time. So Spirit is kind of just telling you, as you go through the negative experiences, just remind yourself why you're doing it. Because I do feel like the transition that you're currently in, you're going to need to be able to make some realistic decisions. You're just exhausted emotionally, right? But I don't feel like it's time yet. But they want you to put your emotions into something. Because right now, like this emotional experience, you could be making a song or something, you know? It's meant to render you some type of blessing. Let it do that first. said, thank you. I left him actually. Yeah. I saw that. I saw that you left him. But if you leave somebody, right, do you really check on them and see how they're feeling about it? No. If you check on somebody that you left, then you still got feelings for them. And that's okay. But I do feel like it's holding you up emotionally. I'm not sure why I'm meant to be with. Can you tell me? Who you're meant to be with? Hold on. Spirit, who is meant to be with? Someone that don't stress you out. This person will also be someone that doesn't mind if you leave them. You're meant to be with someone that is not going to try to be possessive over you. So when you feel like you ever want to leave, the first thing you're going to know about that person is they're going to tell you, I will never try to make you stay. And you're going to want to stay. Something about that. That's how you're going to know who that person is. So if you feel like you be chasing a person and they don't love you, probably not your person. Trouble man. Hi, as a book man. You're welcome, Shanti. All right, so for expressions, are they moving in the right direction after giving birth to daughter? Are they moving in the right direction, Spirit? Yes, they got the sun. Hell yeah. Hold on. Am I moving in the right direction after giving birth to my daughter? Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I like it. You're going to look back on this decision. It's going to be the best one you ever made. Will my kid's dad sign this contract? Will my kid's dad sign this contract? I feel like it's going to turn into this person being forced to, but not willingly. Okay? You're going to know why, but I do feel like eventually they're going to be forced to. Whether that be subpoena or something, but this person will kind of like have no choice. They don't really want to have to go through any type of legal situations, but I do feel like you're going to know they're trying to dodge the situation, but eventually they will. But it does feel forced. Like it's not like willingly. It's going to take this person. This person has mood swings, and that's why it has to be forced. Like some days they say they will, and then some days they say they won't. So eventually. Trouble man. Serious trouble man on the right path. Dang. Who like to wear that? Who like to have their AC? Do you like to have your AC like really, really cold? Like if you need your AC that low. Trouble man on the right path. Why is clarify the forest one? Whoo, you are cold, man. You are cold. I see you getting over something really quickly. But every time you get over something really quickly, it leaves unfinished business. So you'll be successful when you work on why your heart is so closed up. But in the meantime, you're avoiding healing. You're avoiding taking that time, the break that you need to really sort out those feelings. You need to put it in the studio or something. You need to put it into something. Six of Cups. You don't like to think about the past often. Eight of Cups. When you emotionally detach from something, you like to leave that shit there and not revisit it. But if you want to be successful, you want to work on this. You want to take this break and heal yourself versus just opening another door and another door and another door, okay? Like you're just trying to move on too quickly and they're saying you need to slow down. Do it once and for all and get it over with. Prayer for Nicole. Will there be contact between Nicole and a person? I feel like, yeah. But it's gonna be on some I feel like it's not gonna come back the way you want it. This person is still like it's still Casanova energy. So yeah, I see this person coming back, but they're gonna come back towards you in a Casanova type of energy. Like bored. They're bored. It feels like they're bored at work and they got their own shit going on at home and they just kind of want to just talk to you, bypass some time. You're gonna know this though. This person got big love, but they're still juggling. When they get bored, they just like to have someone to talk to. Helps the day go by faster. Hi, Erica. April, does April's ex watch her from a distance? Yeah. I don't feel like they watch you. They just think about you. I feel like they think about you while they masturbate at a distance. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. It's blocked anyway, whether you block them or not, but they like to play around in your energy. Spirit, when will Pale Vasquez start teaching? Vaccines? I don't know how you feel about vaccine shots, but there's something about a vaccine shot. I don't know. So you'll start teaching when you emotionally move away from someone. There's someone that you are emotionally detaching from, and when you put down that burden and you kind of separate yourself or create some type of distance, I feel like they're pretty much saying then you'll be in a better position to help anyone else outside of yourself. Right now you have to help yourself. Yeah, you got to release this devil or this attachment that you have to someone. You're welcome. Spirit doesn't want me to answer that question, Erica. You're really a lifesaver. It's not me, it's Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Should I make video response to a reading for a reader who read my life, or will that be too much? Should you make a video response? Wait, you want to know, like, should you reply to it? Yeah, troublesome. You gotta get that. You gotta work on healing that love. You gotta work on healing that. Don't be out here hurting now. Don't be hurting people. Don't be troublesome. Okay, when will I ever find my soulmate? Well, I don't know if they're a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, but you keep going back to check on a person. After you detach from them, you're reattached to them. You got the devil in reverse. So when you stop going back to something toxic, okay, make up to break up, I feel like you may not, you just, yeah. You got to stop checking on someone's energy or listening to someone's energy. It feels like nostalgia. That's when you'll find love, is when you get through this one. You let go of this one. Yeah, then why not? If you know that she did went out of her way, yeah, definitely. Go out of yours. You know? Go out of your way. Crossroad Spirit, what can Crossroad expect from their love life? Closure. Closure. Yeah, maybe not that kind of pain, but, you know, like a clean slate. Like sometimes we may feel like the things that we went through are not really preventing or creating any blockages, but they are. So, how you're able to emotionally connect with someone on a deeper, intimate level, it is a restriction around your intimacy. How you're able to let someone into your mind and let a person into your heart, that is going to be a blockage, whether you want to see it as one or not. And that person you're trying to be with ain't gonna be able to tell you that, because you're gonna feel like they trying to betray you. Why you want to know all of that? You don't want nobody to know your weakness. All right, Spirit for Natalie's. When will I get a call back from the job? I do see you finding a job that you like, but it does feel like there's a commute involved. And they're not really paying you as much as you would like, but I do think that you would like this job. You're just not gonna like what they're offering you. You're gonna feel like you can offer more. You can get offered more. I actually see you kind of exploring the idea of you kind of working for yourself, but you're just trying to find something to help you get to the other side. So I don't necessarily see like a complete callback, but I do see you constantly searching. I do see you searching, but I don't see you necessarily securing something right away. So, yeah. How many offers you gonna reject? I do see you rejecting a lot more than you are accepting anything. What does it say? For Nicole Spirit, you can move to a different state if I move from Instagram. Why not? Wherever you move to, were you like, are you closer to somebody that you like? Yes or no? Like, are you geographically closer? Nicole? Okay, good. Um, it's hard to tell for you. Then I needed to know if this was an actual person or if this is like the energy of your girls. Okay. Um, I feel like the reason why it's not really feeling like the best option is because I don't think that your girls are happy about that, because this is adolescent energy. The Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords, um, they're not really happy about it, and that's gonna make you not feel happy about it. So that's kind of like what the energy is, and it's kind of like more. It's like them against you type of energy. Three of Cups. They're not happy. And that's what they're talking about. So that energy is a lot louder than yours, but you will be triumphant, and it has a lot to do with you doing, you committing to it. Like, you made the decision, you did it. There's nothing that you can do about it. I don't see you actually saying that to them, but I feel like I don't know why you're doubting it. You got new beginnings all over, but when it comes to the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, that's in reverse. Um, I see you trying to let someone else come back around, and it's going to take you off course. So I do feel like someone is coming in. I don't know if this is a player or if this is a baby daddy or what, but there's someone coming in with the Hierophant. Either you were in a committed relationship with this person. I think you're going to get lonely and you're going to ignore your first thought. And it could be a good start, but if you help somebody else come along or tag along with you, you're going to regret it. So like, let's say, for example, anyone from your past is trying to like relocate later on down the line. Like, Spirit is saying, kind of like, don't do it. You're being advised against that. You would kind of mess up your whole helping that person would like be repeating karma. And it is toxic again, all over again. So just make sure you're not letting no one else shack along with you, or it feels like they're going to do that probably. There's some love bombing energy here. You got some opinionated children. That's what I feel like the biggest issue is going to be. You're going to feel conflicted because of them more than anything. So you're going to have to stand your ground. Yes, don't be cold. Be vulnerable. Listen, do what you feel is best, okay? Heal it or repeat it. That's simple. It's just so simple. Heal it or repeat it. Take the time and heal it or repeat it. Yeah, don't let nobody in from the past right now. You got to set up a solid like new traditions, new memories with your kids. And that player ain't that ain't it. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the live, you guys, and I'm gonna take my happy ass to bed. Yes. I love you guys, and you guys enjoy your weekend. I'll see y'all again at some point next week. Yeah, have a wonderful weekend. God bless you too. Thank you, Tommy. Good night, everybody. Deuces.